Hello, a very good evening. Welcome to News Focus tonight, live and direct from our studios on the 10th Avenue Extension, Great Estate. And we're looking at stories that has made headline. I mean, how I just can't fathom this. I can't fathom it. But I still want to talk about it tonight. I mean, only 1,000 recruited from 180,000 immigration applicants, according to the Interior Minister Mutaka Mohammed Mubarak. But when they are buying the form, it's 320 Ghana citizens or more, right? Multiplied by the number, it means that one. If you multiply the figures, it's a whole lot of money. This kind of bottom. Now, youth now they don't have a job to do. They want to go into the security services. You made them to buy forms. They've paid for it. You recruited 1,000 from 180,000. Hey, it's a lot of money, isn't it? We'll talk about it. Then another one. 105,000 applicants qualify for security medicals. Only 5,000 will be recruited. 105,000. There's 100,000. You recruit one more. Immigration 180,000. Only 1,000 out of 180,000. Security medicals, 105,000 are qualified for security medicals. Out of the 05,000, 100,000 yen for 5,000 I just want you to think about it. Just think about it. They don't have jobs. Parents will have to foot these bills, right? Okay. A Wutu senior spiritualist arrested for allegedly killing girlfriend. Minority seeks clarity on Ghana's alleged role in a U.S. airstrike in Nigeria. What? La? Did that happen? I don't know. IGP deploys special police task force to Binyiri after repair attacks. Another attack going on there. How many of you remember this Councillor Lutrot granted 50K bail? Nano akoye neka. Councillor Lutrot. Adenta Circuit Court has granted a bail to social commentator Cyril George Lutrot, popularly known as Councillor Lutrot, after he appeared before the court on charges of offensive conduct likely to cause a breach of the peace. The accused pleaded not guilty to the charge when the case was called before the court. She ahale 50K bail. Bail. That is what it is. Bail. He's been granted bail. Right. Binyiri. Binyiri is at it again. How many of you remember that? The Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete Yehono, has deployed a special security task to Binyiri in the Savannah region following a repair attacks in the community. In a press release issued by the Ghana Police Service regional headquarters in Damango on March 11, that is today, the police said the deployment followed clashes between some Biri Falls and Fulani residents in the town. According to the statement, the team made up of intelligence officers and investigators has been tasked to support the regional command to intensify security operations and identify those responsible for the attacks. Now let's pick some snipes of stories. Ghana condemns drone attack in Dubai. The government of Ghana has condemned a drone attack that injured 2 Ghanaian nationals near Dubai International Airport. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has assured the public that the injured nationals are receiving medical attention and are expected to recover. A Minister of Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, hinted that Ghana played a role in the U.S. Christmas Day airstrike on terrorist targets in Nigeria. Ghanaian President John Dramani Mahama met with South Korean President Lee Jae-myung to discuss cooperation on maritime security, climate change, and digital innovation. Ghana is set to introduce a new sliding scale gold royalty regime despite opposition from the mining companies and Western governments. The minority in parliament has condemned the attack on Ghanaian peacekeepers in Lebanon and demanded a full investigation. In the business and economy, Ghana's bilateral trade with China has surpassed $14.1 billion and the amount is expected to benefit from rising gold demand amidst global tension. In health matters, Ghana has recorded 1,038 Mpox cases and 8 deaths since May 2025, according to the Health Minister, Kwabena Mintah Akando. In sports, Ghana's volleyball team has risen to prominence when the Ghana Army Volley Club and Kilibi Volley Club performing impressively at the Cover B Zone 3 Championship. Now, the big question that has been on the minds of everybody that is asking about why the Western countries are on Ghana, trying to persuade Ghana to stop the 5 to 12% gold scaling. The question you ask yourself is, what are the implications of the new gold royalty regime for the mining industry? What are the implications? Ghana's new gold royalty regime has several implications for mining industry. Increased royalty rates. The new regime introduces a sliding scale royalty system with rates ranging from 5 to 12% depending on the gold price. When gold prices reach $4,500 per ounce, miners will pay 12% royalties. The impact of the profitability. Mining companies may see reduced profitability due to high royalty payment, potentially affecting investment decision and project viability. The cancellation of the long-term mining stability agreement and introduction of a new royalty rate may create uncertainties for investors and affect Ghana's attractiveness as a mining destination. The new regime is expected to increase government revenue from gold mining, potentially funding public services and infrastructure development. Mining companies and foreign governments have expressed concern about the policy, arguing it may discourage investment and reduce competitiveness. Some mining companies like Newmont, Anglo Gold Ashanti have agreement expiring soon and may need to renegotiate terms. Will it affect Ghana's mining sector competitiveness? Is a question everybody will want to know. And tonight, in Focus, we're looking at the mining sector. Before we jump into other matters, the question you ask yourself tonight is, how will this new royalty regime affect mining sector competitiveness? We have looked at the implications of what it could happen. Now we're finding out the new royalty regime, which is expected to impact the country mining sector. The sliding scale ranging from 5 to 2 may increase costs for mining company, potentially affecting their profitability and investment decision. The higher the royalty rate may make Ghana less attractive investor compared to other mining jurisdictions, potentially leading to reduced exploration and investment. Ghana may become one of the most expensive mining jurisdictions in Africa, with a potential effective tax rate of 60 to 68%, which could deter investment. The new regime may also lead to job losses, with estimates suggesting to 1 million jobs could be at risk, according to Patrick Boama, the chairman of Parliament's Subsidiary Legislation Committee. The lack of transparency and public discourse of fiscal modeling and economic analysis underlining the new regime has created some uncertainty among investors and industrial players. Government argues that the new regime will increase revenue and ensure Ghana receive a fair share of a windfall profit from gold mining. However, industrial players and foreign government have expressed concern about the impact of competitiveness and investment. The question is, would government address concerns about the impact on mining sectors? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know what you think, but that is what Ghana is seeking to do. And now that is the latest stories looking at the mining sector. Now let's do our first point of call. How many of you remember the man called Wontumi? Wontumi. Yeah. Wontumi. Once you hear the name Wontumi, then you know, that sort of thing, right? The Accra High Court has set March 16, 2026 to rule on the chairman Wontumi's submission of no case in an ongoing trial of an alleged illegal mining activity at Samurai Boy. The chairman Wontumi, the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, the MPP, is standing trial alongside two others for allegedly authorizing mining operation on the Samurai Boy concession belonging to Akonta Mining without the necessary approval. The court ruling will determine whether the charges will be dismissed or whether the accused person will be directed to open their defense. The prosecution has closed its case, calling 4 witnesses, and the defense has argued that the evidence presented is insufficient to require the accused to mount a defense. Let's go to the court and take a listen and watch what happened in this matter at the Accra High Court.
That will be the date for the ruling of our submission of no case. If it is upheld, then that will be the end of the trial. If the judge thinks that we have to open our defense, then we will make that statement also to us, and we'll begin our case also by opening our defense. But I'm very hopeful that based on the submissions made and looking at the evidence before the court, I'm hopeful that the judge will be.
All right, so Ghana Security Services are moving forward with recruiting 5,000 personnel from a pool of 105,000 qualified applications. The next step includes medical screening and further assessment. The breakdown across different security agencies is what I'm going to do with you tonight. And then we go listen to the Sector Minister of Interior to tell us exactly what went on. What is the problem? How come these numbers? It means that people need the jobs. They need the jobs. The young men and women needs the job. What is government? No wonder there. Matthias said grassroots food job. Now the breakdown of the 5,000 recruit slots across different security agencies hasn't been officially specified. However, the recruitment exercise covers Ghana key security services, including the Ghana Police Service, Ghana Prison Service, Ghana National Service, the Ghana National Fire Service, and Ghana Immigration Service. So all is what? Ghana Police Service, Ghana Prison Service, Ghana National Fire Service, and Ghana Immigration Service. The 5,000. The Interior Minister Alhaji Muttaka Mohammed mentioned that the government is facing a huge challenge in accommodating the large number of qualified applicants with only 5,000 slots available. Let's go hear Mubarak Muttaka, Honorable, or correct Sans.
with the Ghana Immigration Service, by the time we closed the portal to our utmost shock, there were more applicants to the Ghana Immigration Service than even the Ghana Police. The total of over 180,000 young men wanted to join the Ghana Immigration Service. But the interesting thing is that today, the Ghana Immigration Service, the strength from the Comptroller General to the last officer at immigration stands as 18,300, less than 20,000. Yet you have 180,000 opting to join. And unfortunately, because of the space, the fiscal space, we could only have a space for 1,000. We could have space for only 1,000. In the case of the Ghana Prison Service, the space could only accommodate 500. So the total space we have to be able to recruit in this first phase, and my emphasis, first phase of the recruitment process, is only 5,000. And yet you have over 500,000 Ghanaians who want to join. So I ask everybody, well, we have body selection, we have documentation. When we finish, I mean, usually these ones, because it's about document and body selection, not too many people who, I mean, by the time we finish, those who got disqualified through documentation and other things, they were less than, what do you call it, they were less than 30,000. So it left you over 400,000 who were now ready to go through aptitude tests and then medical exams. We have several options. One of the options is that to say that, okay, can we do the pass mark at 50? So that many more people will pass and go for medicals. But now you know the end game. Because the end game is that you could only absorb 5,000. So if you do that, are you fair to the average Ghanaian? Because remember, all these stages, apart from buying the voucher to be able to apply, body selection didn't require payment. What do you call it? Documentation doesn't require payment. Aptitude test doesn't require payment. But medicals will require payment. And in order not to shorten innocent young people, it is better you put in a mechanism that will reduce the number drastically, because once the person goes to pay, I mean, I know the military, when they were done, the medicals alone was about 1,600. We are doing even mental health, and we're also doing drug tests in addition. Yes, I know the deputy and I were just in a meeting and we're insisting that despite all these additions, the price should not be still very high, looking at the numbers that we are talking about. Are you going to allow over 400,000 people to go and do medicals when you know you have space for only 5,000? How fair are you to the people? So you need to devise a method where you slow down the number.
On the Interior Minister Ekeka, Benyan no nevi. And may he scratch card. I scag me now. I get quick. I get what gene number put a fee medicals and medical pay. The forms that can you can more. And what do we have, Jenny? What do you think? 053-715-8638 is the number. You can share your thoughts with us via WhatsApp tonight and News Focus. Now let's go straight away from the Interior Ministry. Let's go to the floor of Parliament. Something happened today. The minority accusing the majority of blocking and not allowing them to participate in the floor of Parliament. But the majority caucus in Parliament has denied allegation by Alex Andafenyo-Markin, the minority leader, that there is a calculated effort to suppress the voice of minority members. Roxy Nelson Dafia-Makpo, the majority chief whip, dismissed the claims, stating that parliamentary procedures are clear and accessible to all members, and the majority isn't responsible for the minority challenge on the floor. Afenyo-Markin has cited starred emotions, exclusion from key parliamentary processes as evidence of being sidelined. He specifically mentioned the minority's motions such as mass dismissal of Ghanaian workers, which haven't been scheduled for debate despite being formally advertised. The majority leader, Mama Ayariga, has also accused Afenyo-Markin of contempt of parliament and called for his reversal to the Privileges Committee for disciplinary action related to his participation in the ECOWAS parliamentary section despite excluded from Ghana's delegation. We go to the floor of parliament. This time round, we want to hear the majority side. In the news, you heard the minority. Let's hear the majority side.
If you neglect your duty, it's not my duty to ensure that your private business is done. So you cannot fault the majority side for the pendency of your motion that is ably be moved by you and ably seconded. You can't fault me, you can't fault my leader, you can't fault the House. Because it's a private member's motion. And as a private person who sponsored the motion, it was your duty to ensure that the debates continues as it is. So as I speak, the motion, the debate continues as we capture it in the order paper. So it is duty to make sure that it's carried, and more particularly because he's also a member of the business committee. Business committee arranges business for the House. He's a prominent member, and that is why he ensures that every time, for every week, that motion is advertised. But if you don't pursue it on the floor, it is not my business, it's your business. That's why it's a private member's motion. So that is my reaction to that in that regard.
So you heard the voice of the majority chief with Roxy Nelson Dafiamako speaking on that score. Well, truth they say is one. Now, still with government business, where government spokesperson Felix Kwasi Ofosu has revealed that economic and organized crime, EOCO, has frozen nearly 50 million Ghana cedis in Chairman Wuntumi's account as part of ongoing investigation into suspected financial crimes. The Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, NPP, Bernard Mpibusiakon, aka Chairman Wuntumi, is facing trial of an allegedly illegal mining activity at Samareboy. The frozen amount is part of a larger 1.5 billion cedis in assets secured by the authorities in connection with various high-profile cases, including those involving Komna Edu Buahin, Gifty Owarimensa. Kwasi Ofosu emphasized that the state cannot recover the frozen asset until the court determined that they were obtained illegally. So let's take a listen to Kwasi Ofosu.
Wuntumi's case alone, close to 50 million Ghana cedis of money in his account has been frozen. Similar figures are involved in the Dubuahin case, for instance, in the National Service case, and many others. Indeed, there were those who accused the president of misleading them when he said that EOCO had, as it were, recovered 600 million Ghana cedis. That was in respect of the normal everyday cases that EOCO handles, because they deal with issues of money laundering, cyber crime, cross-border crime, carjacking, and what have you. So those are regular things that they do. But in respect of oil, they are not going to be able to recover until the persons involved have been convicted by a court. That then will give them the legal remits to recover whatever it is that is alleged to have, or the court would have found to have been stolen. But for now, what they can do is to freeze it, and they have done it. 1.5 billion Ghana cedis. That is what the situation. And this is even for the cases that they've been able to touch. Those that they've not touched, they are still in the process of tracing these assets. And you know that any time that anybody comes under investigation or is undergoing prosecution, they do concurrent tracing of assets, so that as much as possible we secure what we believe will be commensurate to the amounts involved in the offenses that would have been. Chairman Wuntumi's case alone, close to 50 million Ghana cedis of money in his account has been frozen. Similar figures are involved in the Dubuahin case, for instance, in the National Service case, and many others. Indeed, there were those who accused the president of misleading them when he said that EOCO had, as it were, recovered 600 million Ghana cedis. That was in respect of the normal everyday cases that EOCO handles, because they deal with issues of money laundering, cyber crime, cross-border crime, carjacking, and what have you. So those are regular things that they do. But in respect of oil, they are not going to be able to recover until the persons involved have been.
And you know, quite interesting with all this investigation going, operation, recovery loot, what have you. Today they said this, tomorrow that. Is the public beginning to lose trust in government when it comes to the aura? If you look at voices that have been raised against that, people are running out of patience for government, because with the speed by which government promised that we're going to do ABC, when we get to government, we're going to recover any money that has been misused by people in the public space, politically exposed persons. Up till now, 15 months. Now you're telling us people assets have been frozen until the court did. So we know all this, and we made it look as if it's a 9-day. We'll just do it. Now we're getting different stories. Now they tell you that the wheels of justice grind slowly. So we know this, and we made politics out of it. It's a question we need to ask ourselves. Now the grassroots, you promise them jobs, there are no jobs. People are agitating. Now look at the number of people that want the security jobs. They go by the scratch cards, 300, I know it's 320, 350. Look at the number of people and look at the quantum of money involved. And look at the number that are going to be picked. Out of the numbers, 180,000, only 1,000 will be picked. 105,000, only 5,000 will be picked. Oh my, oh my. Should they go back for their money? Because I could hear the deputy youth organizer, Manji, is calling that the people who didn't get answers, but who bought the phone, should go for their money. How did they repatriate those monies to them? Is it possible? Well, let's go to the floor of Parliament where there was some fire being spilled. But, you know, something happened in the floor of Parliament. I want us to take a look at it where Afenyo Markin fire. He thinks displaying Ofori-Attah's photo in Parliament during a consensus motion debate was unfair. Is it really fair? He argued it's prejudice the proceedings and undermine the principles of presumption of innocence. The minority leader is calling for an investigation into this matter, claiming it has shown the accused person. But has the person been accused? That's a question out there. It's an allegation. Come answer questions. Does it make him a criminal? 053-715-8638 is the numbers. Should the youth who went for the security, should they go for their money? Like Manji is calling, should the money be repatriated? Now they did not get, stampede came, people lost their lives. Others are still battling for their lives. Look at what happened in Kumasi, Elwak. We lost lives. Should they go for their money? I'll leave it to you. But let's go listen to Afenyo Markin. We'll be back.
The Ofori-Attah case, he brought a medical report. And at the time, OSP needed him, and then the discussion was to give him up to May so that he finishes the procedure and come. That was the representation I made at the political level. But soon thereafter, I think things got out of hand because of the declaration of he being a fugitive, and then the matter became a purely legal matter. I took myself out of it because lawyers were then handling.
Okay.
So, yes, I made a political commitment, and that was what I said, and I'm not running away from it. It was a fact. As a leader of the party, his doctor spoke to me, brought me the evidence, and I approached the authorities that, look, this is the man's situation. He wants up to this period. Once the lawyers took over, there are times that I get it wrong. I'm not a perfect guy. But I've been very measured when it comes to managing issues that affect individuals. Because I know that the way public service is, there are things that the minister may not know. And he is ultimately responsible. But to come to Parliament, show the picture, Ken also has a family. His brother is a parliamentarian. Yesterday, I felt the pain of his brother. When I was sitting there, his brother Duke texted me, "Leader, why are they doing this to my brother?" And I became emotional. Let's deal with issues step by step. I am not standing in the way of anybody asking for accountability.
All right.
I don't want anybody to get me wrong. I am talking about the way and manner we are going about things, and the way some people used Parliament to crucify him. All right? And it's a reason why I reacted in a certain manner, because I felt the pain.
Well, that is the voice of the minority leader in Parliament. I felt the pain. Those who want the security recruitment are feeling the pain. Should they go for their money? 053-715-8638 is the numbers. You can call us now. Share your thoughts with us. Share your thoughts with us. Let me get you hear your voices. Now, what's the saying? Eto was saying. Eko saying. Now, what's the saying? Can you turn the volume of your TV set down and let's have a conversation on phone? My TV the volume don't come from. All right, so now let's hear you. Your name. Udin baby of your
I'm
name.
Mama Abdul Latif calling from Savannah region.
Right, Mama Abdul Latif. Let's hear you. 60 seconds. Let's go. Clock.
Yes, it will be good if they refund the money to the applicants. Or my problem is that once they knew they look for 5,000 people, why didn't they regulate the numbers? They sold so many forms out only to that they were only looking for 5,000, which is not fair. Think they should have regulated the numbers. Once they didn't regulate the numbers, at least they should find a way of compensating them by refunding their monies to them. Thank you.
Thank you so much from the Savannah region, where our next stop will be. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. All right, so you can also join us 053-715-8638. We've been to the Savannah region, whichever region you are, whichever town, city, cottage, wherever. You have the privilege to call. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Your name, where region is live from?
I'm Isaac, calling from Takwa.
Isaac Takwa Yenko.
Yeah.
Meko Takwa.
Yeah. The way NDC and the way they are treating Kenan Brothers partner is very, very wrong, because Lamadu was even his brother Ibrahim was with a lot of problems, you see. People have a right to deal with him, but they didn't. A lot of people, even that their finance minister was even having a problem, and as soon as they came, they ignored the matter. What kind of justice is that? So it means they have intention to prosecute NPP people. It's bad. Very soon he will go house, and the one who come will face them. They should be on. They should keep it in their mind that we are coming, and they will see. Unless they run.
Unless they run, Meko Takwa from Savannah to the Western region, 053-715-8638. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Within your name, where are you calling?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's hear you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Turn the volume of your TV set down.
I'm calling from Kaswa.
All right, Kaswa, let's go.
Please, this problem is too high. Because look, after the youth of Asinov and then Edumako and Yanatiam, they collect all money from them. And then when they go to the training, when they come back, they say the medical, if you left with medical. After that, they send them message that they don't qualify for that. They are not qualified to do that. So this morning, I called the thing of MP coordinator, coordinator. Then I asked him, so I say I should wait. So they are working on it. So I begged the mama. I worked with Professor Mills before. So this matter, NDC people are making very annoying. Because all the time when the NDC comes to power, the minute and then the people that we are following them, they are not helping us. You work at the end of the day, they say when you go to the opposition, they are calling you. When they come to the power, when they call them, they don't mind you. So make it talk to me, I'll tell you.
All right. Thank you so much. All the way from Kaswa in the Central Region, 0537158638. And your numbers also between Ashawadrin. I've tailored some questions for you out there. So let's get to hear your voices tonight on News Focus. The recruits. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, Minia. Your name?
Yeah. Pacho, Adamunio Mansini, I want to start Mansini.
All right, Ademu Tano South, Yanko.
Yes, when I am a professional Dawson, any area classes, and head anti but you put me. But I am a Minian MP, Danny Danino. In 8 years, Montimian Poski, 2 months as a Pramuni Papa, Pramagana, when we say, I'm Tiki Cunano, Nipas Mazo, Ben Kitty Bonnie. By this time, we are so that Tino Forata. But you will be at the whole finance minister, Ghana, finance minister Pau, and that's why or two of my dream. I think minority leader and Kauka, which now Parliament now, Katabu, not watch they say, oh, Nipan Wamra, let's touch him, say, a thousand was one this car, no sign, that's why people for me at the Parmagan, at your mana procedure. We have to tell my this year by my moment, Piama Apaso, and I would chat a question. You are never found for a pony, a time of silly cooker, or move but you are done sort, but don't matter.
Yes, you have a great one out there. 0537158638 is the number. So you can join us. Which me our friends here. And to be a may sorry, Jumadi, so now my buttons and someone also two. Hello, good evening. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Me pacho within your name Obe and no jacket you.
Yeah, I'm Robert calling from Konongo in Ashanti region.
Right, Robert from Konongo in the Ashanti region. Robert, let's go.
Yeah, let me just turn my tongue to our mother. Sure. You know what? Omana Kasankasa, and I'm saying, Jamani Pebia, Chibia, Koshebi, no more check, and no more reading because so said, in Kodu, maybe I mean, Kasomi and Penny for mostly. The Kasa Dican for, we Dican for, no figure, we see your minor, which will say, airtime, so you do or my show being son. Now, to say you don't see. Or mining resources keke. But they bad the high. If you do money at the they tea and uncle thinker, your mom penny call Korea says he Nanko no more quack was so Mumai, a quenya say, a mama will say, Mumai and Profonina, Mr. Free no more, I didn't find one to come. Oh, amen, Massa, fine. You can't what this car or mine no more, so when this become part of what and that's what this become part. Then channel. Obeyina, which me give them one, fine. So, what if what the I am funny to? We how to say, and they say, Obibina Assembly, Obibina Parliament, no, I would be more of a Kakaka, you can never see. Come on, Queen Fantrey. Come on, Fantrey, not the air convening, you nipa so ati we say MD na asem no say na ba no obi ko tutu de ko bo akante keke kwa itimi chino ye di na asem no obi afọ mo sika no otimi dwane ko kotena ba bi ya onu de on de ni na asem mo mani ye e ja asem na ya ne ye no ma do musa obusia oni ya ko pa adwuma
Mr. Senior Council 0537158638 is the numbers. Blazing 60 seconds. When you call, you just state 60 seconds, 1 minute. Then we can move on to other areas. Now, Yanso, you could didn't come on be. Enchibia, Meko. Shortly, I'll be saying goodbye to you. But the numbers is 0537158638. Should those who are seeking for the security services, they didn't get it, should the monies be paid back? Or they should when you mean in our line, there's a suffrabium 0537158638. Ofra no ama TV no volume no abafo wa brenase na ya twetwen komo e wo phone no so. A twetwen komo e wo phone no so. Yeah, 0537158638. Mamento onka enche na meko na obinso asanaba obeka yo Morocco mark wana Morocco 25,000 youth failed to attend security support jobs. Interview. The Minister for Interior Motorcar Mubarak Mohammed has disclosed that about 25,000 young people. Hello, good evening. Can you kindly turn your TV volume down? Kindly please turn your TV volume down so we can talk on the phone. PCRM is on your ready. On your ready. The Minister for Interior, Mubarak Mohammed Mutakar, has disclosed that 25,000. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Odin baby of Frefi.
My friend Wilfred Ball.
From Bali. Okay. Bolgatanga.
Yes.
Lansong.
Upper East.
Lansong.
Attorney General Constituency.
Okay, Yanko. Yantonga.
I have never seen a useless attorney general like our own. Now.
No. Can
you see, the reason why I'm saying this.
No, please. You can't use that word on this channel. Useless. Either you retract or we continue.
I have withdrawn.
Thank you.
I have withdrawn.
All right, so now you can continue. Let's go.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. We have seen a attorney general, they came and go. Different attorney generals has come to Ghana and go. And none of them has ever come and mentioned somebody guilty before. You see, but this man will come and say so many things and say that this one is a thief, this one is stealing money, this one is doing this. But later on, you will see a few work. And it doesn't help Ghana. He's been in the office. He's doing politics. He's doing politics in that office. You're supposed to be everybody's attorney general.
Okay.
You have to go to court and prove that person a guilty before you can say somebody is a thief. But he doesn't do that. He will just come and do announcement before he went to court, and it is not good.
All right.
So that is why I said what I said when I was to go. You see, so sometimes if you look at the rest, the other attorney generals, they are doing their work perfect, But this man just came into the office in politics.
Unfortunate, we have to end it here. PCR, can you do me a favor? Let me read this text message on the screen, and then we can call it a night. Oh, what a night it has been. I can do just one call, and then I can read this message. Hello, good evening.
I want to contribute to the program.
Right, you are live. Your name and where Regina is live from?
Yeah, my name is Norbert Adimai from Owutafo.
All right, Norbert, let's hear you.
Yeah, they are stolen from me. I'm mentioning a certain man's name, Agbozo, and one emissary from. I wanted to join the military. They took my money. I was working as a mason. I was working after school. Yeah. They took my money, and this time I've not gotten anything from them yet. But they are taking. So when they are talking about this, we should take serious note about that. There's a scam going on in the security service. That time, that was 2011. I'm watching. That's why I'm talking to you.
All right.
They took 500 cities from me. By that time, young boy working in the sun.
All right, my brother, I feel your pain with you, and I want to say a big thank you for joining us tonight. Let me do my final. This one is a sum here. Ghana government I think it's a house shame. Money to applicant for immigration should be returned. Fraud in government should be looked at and ended. Ghana bleeds. Well, Sam, thank you so much. And that's our text message that closes up for tonight. It's been a wonderful journey with you from night till now. We're grateful for spending time with us. Hang out with me same time tomorrow. I'll be back on the News Focus tonight. My name is El Samuels. A big thanks go to my team, the PCR, the MCR, my camera team, my floor managers. You are all superb. My viewers, my texters, my callers, and those of you calling and still couldn't get through, or those calling and coming, but we have to say goodbye to you. Do have a good night. Make a date same time tomorrow. I'll be back. But don't forget to join me tomorrow in the morning on the Morning Focus. Bye-bye.